Ever been cut off in traffic and felt your blood pressure rise immediately? Or spent hours rethinking a conversation where someone said something snarky and you didn't come back with a quick response? Yeah, I've been there too. But let's fix that. If you're constantly frustrated, always reacting and overthinking everything, you're basically handing away your peace for free. Let's change that. Today I'm going to show you how to become mentally untouchable. So unbothered that it'll actually confuse people. Your brain isn't broken. It's just doing its job in an outdated way. When you feel that surge of anger after someone disrespects you, or that emotional spiral when someone ignores your message, that's your ancient brain kicking in. It's trying to protect you from rejection, embarrassment, or failure. Things that could have meant life or death back in the day. Today, it's just someone not saying thank you at Starbucks or rolling their eyes at you in a meeting. But your brain doesn't get that distinction. It still treats everything like a survival threat. Here's the thing. You can't stop that initial emotional reaction, but you can choose what comes next. And that's where real mental strength begins. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Not everything is about you. That person who looked annoyed when you walked in, they probably just got bad news. The person who ghosted you, they might be overwhelmed, not evil. We love to create stories in our heads. They must be mad at me, or that comment was definitely about me. But most of the time, it's not personal. It's just projection. People carry their own stress, insecurities, and baggage. If you absorb all of that, you're not protecting yourself. You're just volunteering to carry someone else's emotional junk. So remind yourself, not my energy, not my weight. Let it bounce off you. We talk about minimalism with stuff, but what about emotional minimalism? What if you stopped reacting to every little thing? What if you saved your energy for things that actually matter? Not every rude comment deserves a clap back. Not every passive-aggressive tone needs a response. Not every inconvenience is worth a meltdown. Every time you stay calm, you're telling your brain, this isn't worth my peace. And over time, that becomes your default. Here's the funny thing. Once people realize they can't get a reaction out of you, they either change or leave. People who thrive on drama need an audience. Take that away and they run out of fuel. You'll notice a shift. People will start calling you cold, stoic, or hard to read. Good. That means your boundaries are working. You're not being rude, you're just done performing for chaos. Have you ever seen someone completely unfazed while chaos unfolds around them? That's real power. Not because they don't care, but because they've trained themselves to choose their response. They've sat with anger and let it pass. They've been disrespected and stayed composed. They've felt the urge to defend themselves and decided it wasn't worth the energy. That kind of calm is earned, and it all starts with one decision. I don't have to react just because I feel something. Mental toughness isn't a trait. It's a habit, a skill you build, just like a muscle. It starts with resistance and repetition. Start small. Stand behind a slow walker without sighing. Let someone interrupt you without needing to prove a point. Sit in silence instead of replying to something petty. Every time you resist the urge to react, you level up. Slowly but surely, things that used to ruin your entire day will barely touch you. That's the shift. That's the upgrade. Here's the bottom line. You don't have to become a robot. The goal isn't to feel nothing. It's to stop letting everything shake you. You're not here to be constantly shaken up by other people's emotions or your own overthinking. The next time someone tests you, whether it's a troll, a stranger, or your own mind, remember this. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to protect your peace. You're allowed to move on. And when you do, you become mentally untouchable.